Hey, so I wanted to do this live today, but I wasn't getting the amount of people that I wanted to start the live, and I didn't want to wait around any longer. So I just wanted to go ahead and do this, and then thank goodness for IGTV because now I can just do this and keep it moving. So this is really typically a 30-minute reading, but we're going to condense this down for IGTV so that we can go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of everything. But at the same time, usually when I do these in person or remotely, it is 30 minutes because I'm getting deeper into you as a person. This right here is a reading that is general for everyone, so we're not going to go into that much detail. So let's begin. And I shuffle ahead of time because I'm using my phone and I can't do it all. All right, so here, this is how to approach the situation. So in this coming week, you really kind of need to do a self-check about the role you're playing in politics, because it's coming to a point where you playing both sides of the fence or your game of politics is going to just kind of bite you in the butt if you're not careful about it and if you don't go ahead and rein that in, because it works for some people and it works sometimes, but not this time. So be mindful of that, of what faces you're putting in front of people and what faces you think you're hiding, because you're not really hiding. This is also a good time for you to focus on your leadership skills. So in this situation, you're going to have to lead yourself out of the two or more faces you've created within your politics. But at the same time, if we step out of that realm of thinking, go into just, this is your time to shine. So use this week to really, really dust off and shine yourself up so that people will notice your talents and what you have going on, because the opportunity for leadership is there. You just have to take it. And if you're not taking it, people don't know. So don't be that person who sits on the sidelines and says, oh, well, if I was doing so-and-so, then I would do so-and-so. No, do so-and-so. Take the initiative and do it this week so that people know exactly what you're capable of. And so the opportunity for that is going to show itself this week. How to raise everything to a higher vibration. Okay, now keep in mind, we are doing the what do the guides say spread. So keep in mind, this is the leadership card, and this message is coming from the Holy Spirit. So if you want to know how this spread works, visit about 2 videos ago on IGTV, and you'll know, and it'll make more sense. So this one is nothingness. And right now, what you're facing is an extensive amount of options, so many that are around, but it's like they're not close enough to where you can just kind of jump on the horse and ride away. Imagine they're horses and like they're all in separate stalls. But if it's going to require you to have certain equipment to go ahead and make those moves. So right now you feel like you just need to chill. So it's like there's not you don't feel like you need to chill. That's what you need to do, but you feel guilty because it's almost like you need this step before you can go to the next step. And at this point in time, it's just some of these things aren't up to you. So you need to kind of wait. Wait in the nothingness and enjoy the nothingness, because there's great things that come out of it if we don't allow our anxieties and impatience to get in the way. So use this nothingness time to be observant and just sit and watch and look at what's going on, who the key players are, and just watch everything around you. This is Bravado, coming from the Warrior Guide. So this card is very much about making sure you stand up for yourself and make sure you are being a leader and your voice is being heard. But stand up for yourself, but watch coming after everyone, because some people are on your side and some people aren't. That's okay. But you just want to make sure that you're choosing your battles wisely and you're not just out here recklessly barking at people and waving a sword around when it's not necessary for everyone, because you may lose some allies. So while you're in this nothingness period, go ahead and reflect and watch and just see, see who the key players are this week, or who are your allies, who aren't, who is not an ally for you, so that you're well equipped when times come up where you're going to need to be assertive and defend yourself. This is ripeness. And so the ripeness is basically saying you're ready. You're ready for the world. But in this space, when we say ready, I mean, it's almost like you've been holding yourself back and you've kind of been hiding. And now is not the time to hide, because essentially you've got everything going on. And this is the thing, this road right here is what you need to become more aware of. And so you've been working hard on your development, getting yourself ready. But a lot of times we forget that the work is over, the show is on. So you've been doing all this work, growing, and you don't want to spend your lifetime growing without ever getting a chance to go to the fair to show off how beautiful you are and how developed you are. And in this realm, think of yourself as a prized pig. Or some kind of prized animal, but when I say winning an award. So essentially what you want to do is, while all of this other stuff is going on, get your mind ready to be out front and be a part of the show. Because when we work on shows, there is a lot of work ahead of time in the pre-production and getting everything going. But the show has to happen. And so I want you to, get your peacock on, or prepare your peacock, so that you can share your growth and share what you have created and what you've become in this time, before you were getting ripe. And I think that's the thing that we all miss. We get so used to the work that we don't ever take a chance and step up to the next level, which is have the show. Actually have the show. So when we look at the ripeness card and we think about the positioning, just consider that this politics that's going on, this fights that are going on, the bravado, the nothingness, and the leadership, all of this it can be distracting to stop you from having a show. Let me just say that. And understand what the real goal was. Always go back to your original goals and think about, are you just, kicking up dust in the area? Or are you really ready to just do the show? Because you can't just keep kicking up dust and sweeping. That's not what you were here for. Revisit the goal. What was the goal? Do it. All right. This next one is very interesting. It is called Devotion, and it's from the Nature Spirits. And this is your connection to Spirit, your connection to God, whatever words you use, the Creator. At some point, you may have been discouraged, you may get discouraged, and you lose your connection to the spirit world and your connection to God, and you feel, why is this happening? You're just not happy about everything that's going on, and you start to lose hope. So when you lose hope and you lose your connection to the spirit, and if you have those moments, please go out to nature. Find somewhere where you can get as raw, natural as possible. Preferably somewhere that does not have concrete. Get in there and sit with it. This is your reading for this week. If you have any questions, message me. You want a session, message me. The link is also there. All right?